What do we have next?
Now arriving at me.
This is Supadupaguy. Supadupaguy. What's up, guy? He is a 2500. He's going to be doing Lucio and Zen.
Hello?
Hello.
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 Mom? Can you hear me?
Go. Yeah, we're going to have to do yellow on this. And Li Zhang. You see the queue? You're not up next or the one after.
Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I had a moment of spacing out there.
Okay, so he's doing Lucio.
I promise I don't touch this badly.
Going for the old Lucio kills. Save your mercy. Okay, she found an ally. Alright. Oh, very alright. Alright, so you got three, you did the Lucio thing. You got 3 boop kills. Perfect. And I think your concussive, or your healing, I think you just stuck on healing, which is fucking right answer. Oh, you got a Torp too. Oof. Oof. Let me tell you guys, I know a thing or two about dealing with a fucking Torb on your team. Oh, that guy's toast.
Oh, that diva's boop. Oh my god. Winston, why?
So it's actually good if you threaten this side path because they really have to either commit to a very dangerous situation or try to burn your it forces some hard decisions on them. Okay, good. It looked like I was gonna say I wanted you to ult a little bit faster when his Earth Shatter came out, but hey, you got good movement here.
Can we kill this Pharah? Just half. One, nice job.
Well, that's the point. So, I think you did everything well there. You got good evasive strats. You didn't get much with his Earth Shatter, and even the stuff he could have gotten, it looked like you patched it up at the end. So I think that was fine. Yeah, I think you did that well. I think that was fine. A little bit of speed boost to get out of the choke. That's good. You don't want to stay in choke points. If you do one thing as Lucio, just make sure your team gets through that fucking choke point on any map. Just get through it. Don't just sit there and fight in it. Right, as a Lucio, you have less healing than other heroes. So what you guys have to do is push through it quickly to minimize damage. That way you don't have to heal as much. Staying on healing too much? No, I think he's staying on healing enough. What's his healing partner? I don't think he has one. Oh, he has a Mercy. Never mind. So that, hold on, I just want to look. How far out was he? Oh, people are hurt, comes in with healing aura. Oh, okay, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you could say he was extended, but he was extended with his team where Lucio, I mean, that's where I think he should be. He just kind of got blindsided. I'd get the fuck out of there. You're trying to be a hero. Okay, you made it. Oh, the jukes. This is when you just get through it. Yeah, perfect. Speed boost, all for that one. So I think you played that very, very well.
I am old and think
You speed boosted through the choke, you healed people up a little bit, then you got to the point with your speed boost. You ulted during Zarya ult, like that was just textbook.
get that far.
Fair
Get
half,
that
fair
far.
one,
Slow,
fair one.
slow, slow.
Nope, she got healed.
Yeah, that person's pocketing.
If you wanna go out there, that's cool with me.
We need more damage because 7 kills is gold.
Oh, we got you. That was a good one. I think you're doing fine. Your team has a real hard time pushing out the deeps. The problem is it's... Oh, they're not at 99%. Oh, they are. Never mind. Shit. Okay, yeah, then you lose it immediately. I think you did as much as you could there. That was a hell of an attempt. Roll out. In response to not having damage, one of your guys went Junkrat. That's cool. I like that you're keeping everyone stuck in there. So right now, this is when I would say, hey, check out your team. Where the fuck's your team at? All right, here they are. They're coming.
It's like what I've been doing this whole game. It's just, boop, boop, just go away. Just don't be in here. Just be anywhere but here.
Okay. I think you're doing fine.
So I'm gonna move you.
The problem with supports is that you can't carry as hard or as in a traditional sense as an actual carry, like a DPS carry. You can definitely save the day though. I didn't even see what the hell happened. Looked like he just got fucked up.
Point. Nope. Alright, well, we got 5 ults right now.
Sorry about that noise. I'm moving my mic stand a little bit. Just remember, footsteps are a hell of a lot louder with Lucio speed boost.
And take it, Mercy plays the flat. I don't know why everyone else came up here.
So you gotta get the Mercy. It's a little greedy.
Lucio won.
Okay. Oh man, I was gonna say there's. Okay.
Nice job with the Reinhardt.
There you go. Punch that bitch in the face. Holding your ult there. You know, whatever. It is what it is. The problem is that your team was broken up a bit, and I don't know if your ult would have gotten that many people. Good damage on the Pharah. As a Lucio, don't be afraid. Don't overcommit on the kills. This is also general Overwatch advice, but if you're about to die, you can back, especially when it's a 2v1. Like, let your ally deal with that shit. Can't do much about that. But yeah, so if you have a 2v1, and you're hurt, and you know they're hurt a bit, they're gonna try to overextend to get to you, which will open it up for your ally to kill them. So it's okay if you just back up. Actually, this is the first time I saw you ferrying people, but I think this is the first time you've been in position to ferry someone.
Alright, last push. Speed boosting now.
Ah, sorry. Coughing.
Mercy's almost dead in the sky.
Okay, okay. People are hurt. You're healing them. You're disrupting formations.
Sorry, it's almost dead.
I like that ult. And that's why, because overtime was coming. A lot of people would be hesitant to ult there, but what you did is you... I don't want to say it's risky, but you made the decision. You're like, listen, I want to fight right now, and I want everyone to survive the fight right now, so that we can get a couple kills. That way, when they come out for spawn to jump on the point at the end, we're going to have a numbers advantage because we played it safer here. I think at the end that was actually a good ult. Too many people try to wait for the end, and you could have lost 2 people there really quickly. And then when you ulted, it would have been their Lucio would have came back with ult, and you know things would have been bad because you kind of back weighted your ult. You're in Diamond, and you'd love to have this Lucio on your team. Yeah, no, he's doing good.
No one wants to point out my boob case.
I guess I will say this: you haven't been wall riding much, which I don't care about. Too many times, yeah, you just got fucking blasted in the face there. I think too many times Lucio's just like, if there are no walls to get to a point, they can't get to that point because they don't know how to do anything without wall riding. Wall riding is incredibly important because now you can get around because you do have lower AoE. But on a King of the Hill map, actually on all the King of the Hill maps you've played on, your team's been relatively close, and it's not like you've been needing to get around. You used wall jumping or wall riding to get, you know, a bit evasive at times, but that's all you needed it for. I liked it because you're not overusing it. Not saying that you can't overuse it to, you know, to get better at it. So a couple times, I think this is twice now, you're going on the point in front of your team and you're just getting wasted for it. Alright, you're going to Zen?
No one's on that side, so just come over to where we are and stop trying to fucking fish tank 2 people.
I think this is a good choice because they do have Pharah, who's always open to Discord, and then they have the Rein Zarya. Also, you don't have to commit so far forward, which I think you noticed the last time you died were too far forward, and you're like, listen, I just want to play back more, I'll switch to Zen. Perfect. I think perfect logic. I think this is a good switch.
You don't have any things.
Oh, good pick. Oof. This is a proper time to charge. But they ulted out. Oh.
Quadruple kill, don't worry about it. You're welcome.
This Reaper. Quadruple kill. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry. I pressed Q. You're welcome. Get the fuck out of here, Reaper. Don't be talking about fucking pressing a button, killing people around you. He got rezzed, ran at him, and pressed Q. Come on. You got a Torb with a, honestly, an absolutely terrible turret. Watch your 6. That's it. Oh, I was gonna say that guy's coming. Get that Discord back on her. First of all, you need to thank your Torb, because his armor kept on saving your ass. But I think everything he did there was... I think it was fine. Let's see his quad kill now. Nice quad kill, Reaper. You ulted and got nothing. Alright. So, okay. That is something to talk about. Be careful when charging. The last Zen I reviewed did the same thing where he overcharges. You are not, but right there is a good example of when not to charge. If you know people are around the corner and you want to get the Discord out, remember you can't juggle your orbs if you're charging a shot. So you have to weigh the disadvantage and the advantage of discording and then, you know, maybe getting a headshot or trying to land like 4 to 5 headshots, right? It's risky. Ario, are you next? Ario, you are very, very far down the list.
Do we still want this in? Go back to Lucio and book them all off again.
Lucio for now. We can change it if we need to.
I like the Lucio change here because getting through that choke point's really goddamn important. And your team split? Also, you have a Torb. So, this is something you can't control. And it sucks. But if you speed boost through a choke point and half your team goes right and half your team goes left, there's not much cure for that. What happens is your team just dies in parts. I can hear that Mercy right around the corner, yeah. Oh, you bit that so hard. Okay, okay.
Stop! It's fucking greedy.
Getting real greedy. You were ahead of everyone. You're looking for that boop so hard. Stop hunting the boop. You must let the boop come towards you. Yeah, that is funny. He said, this is how you Lucio. Got nothing. Oh! So this is like the 3rd or 4th time you've been getting caught out in front of your entire team. At this point, I would say, it's probably an issue.
Why? Because she was sniping people as they came around the corner.
Well, we're
Why
not
else
around them.
would you?
Oh my god.
Like, if we just get on the phone, we don't have to deal with it.
You're so bad.
She was literally sniping in,
We
sitting
have
in a
in
spot
corner.
where she was not me.
This is what happens when you turn on voice chat. People just yell at each other. People are just angry.
You can try to adjust yourself all you want. You're just an idiot.
Alright. I forgot you're a guy, so greatest game ever. Cool.
Okay, I got their healer and their fucking tank.
Congratulations, you're doing your job.
Yeah, where the fuck are you?
Oh!
Over with pretty much everything.
We're gonna have to mute this. We're gonna have to mute the debate's getting heated. Whoa! Oh, it's getting heated, guys. Whoa! That was really loud. Man, I can't stand people fucking fighting. It sounds so stupid. Potato says, why do so many Lucios try to play DPS rather than support? So... I mean, I don't know. I think just people try to do damage and try to kill people because that is a, like, tangible thing that you're like, oh, I helped the team because I killed these people, right? It's a more traditional idea of a carry. Some people don't feel like they're not doing their job properly if people don't die. And you kind of got to get over that. Oh, as a support. I mean, you just have to understand that sometimes it may feel like you're doing nothing, and you're still going to be able to do something. Diva and the McCree in the group. It's actually, I think it's the Reaper and the Diva. Again, here's another one where you're just way too far forward. It's a weird song. So you're already, you can see you're down 2 people up here, and then you go for something. Yeah, you get 2 kills. That's great. Well, we'll see how it transpires. You got 2 kills, so it did offset, and maybe your team has a chance to power through it right now. Actually, this chiptune stuff is a rough song for it. Are they done arguing? Good. Yeah, they all shut the hell up. Perfect. Hey, your team's all the way out there. It's just you and the Reaper over here. Oh, also, careful with your... I know you want to use your boop and whatnot, but if someone's really, like... They have more health than your boop does, but they still have... Oh. But they still have somewhat of high health. Like, don't push them away from your allies to kill them. Or to try to kill them.
Not all of them, but use like 1 or 2 this push.
You really all chatted.
Shit. Did you get him? Yeah, you're down a pretty hefty numbers advantage before you ulted. Oh man, he's fucking bitching again. See, again, too much of you're going for kills way too much. No, this was fine because you wanted to get to your team. You're staying evasive on the point. That's great. Perfect. This is... Oh, not perfect. Man, it's going to be annoying when that starts happening constantly.
Double CCO on
Yeah,
point.
Chro. Get that nice.
So I like how you're... Okay, this is... I mean, you're using all your stuff on cooldown. And you're doing good here. Can't do much about that. But it's not gonna... Okay, so you got the point. You still got 50% to go. And not doing bad because I think your team is self-imploding a little bit. So morale's pretty low. People are bitching. So this is when, like, people are starting to tilt. Don't do it. You're gonna go for it. If you die... You got no one to blame but yourself. Your Reaper went to flank right. You try to flank essentially into their face. Both the flankers got killed. And through that, they're just going to power right through the center. Yep. That's it. Yeah, Lucio main until you die in front of your team. Yeah, that happens often. That Widow can hit her shots. Not much you can do about that one. And that's it. Pow.
Thank fucking God I can go.
Oh, man, what a bitchy team. I would have just muted him. Actually, I wouldn't have been joining chat. That's the truth. I'm learning to play Overwatch with one hand. No, I think that just that's a dumb thing to do. Unless you're just trying to play like mouse and controller, but I would just say go full keyboard mouse. So I think everything was fine with you, except for positioning. This just comes with... This is like an Overwatch mentality problem. It's not just Lucio, it's not just supports, it's a cultural thing. To carry the game, you do not need to kill people. Basically DPS less. Lower the risk. Basically, stop focusing on boops, and so many Lucios do this. Stop. Set the tunnel vision on boops. Oof. Oops. This is it. This is, like, I give 2 fucks less about whatever else you did in that game. This is the biggest issue you have. Everyone thinks to carry a game you have to kill everyone, or you have to do something notable. Like, you have to physically see what you're doing. And if you don't get this tangible feedback, then you didn't do anything that game. Right? It's like if a Reinhardt doesn't get charge kills or like 6-man Earth Shatters, he doesn't think he does anything. But a Reinhardt that just keeps his shield up and keeps his team safe, fucking MVP right there. Same thing with Lucio. Lucio, you don't really feel the effects of your heal because the heal is a little bit slower. And even when you amp it up, like, what, it's like 10 HP a second. So, I mean, you can definitely save people that way. But you don't really get that feel of when someone's attacking you or attacking someone as a mercy, like you catch them when they're low health and you heal them back to full and you heal them all the way up. you don't get that feel of, oh man, I saved that person's life with Lucio. So a lot of people, they don't feel like they accomplish much with support, and because of that, they try to overcompensate by going DPS crazy and boop crazy and dive heavy and yada yada yada. The truth is if you just keep your allies healed, you speed boost them to get into battle, to get through choke points, or to get like away from a bad engagement. Oh my god, like you're doing God's work there. Like you're doing your goddamn job, and it may not seem flashy, but it's just how Lucio is. And I think that's why too many people are obsessed with wall riding as well, because that seems flashy. Yeah. It's a relatively big mental shift. And the way I, like, even as a DPS character or as a DPS player, I understand that, and most people would disagree with me here, and this is why I think this is why stats are bullshit. Does a hero just staying off in the distance, not doing anything, have an effect on battle? Right? Everyone would say no, there is no effect on battle. But how about this? How about Khepri, or some good Widow, kills 2 of your guys, and then you wipe them. But now, it's the same 6v6, it's starting again. But now the Widow is on the high ground on Anubis on the first point, right? So Anubis, here's that high ground. You got a Widow up here. Right, and you got that. You got the staircase. Like that. Points right here. Building right here. Stuff like that. Right? If this Widow doesn't shoot anyone, does she have an effect on combat? Most people would say no. But a good Widow then stills fear. This team on defense will play completely differently. In fact, she doesn't have to hit a single shot. She will completely zone the enemy. So the truth is you can actually have no actual, like, effect on battle, like some physical effect on battle, and you can still completely dictate it. And this is why if you ever get behind enemy lines, the best thing to do is to survive and annoy the fuck out of them. Because soon enough, they're going to send 2 people towards you. And what that does is it makes the choke point now a 5v4, which your team can take. I go over this in my double jump video, but like the worst part about going through a choke point is the enemy has 6 people attacking it. What you need to do, and here's the thing, having 6 people here doesn't really have the same effect as 6 people defending the choke point. So if you put 5 people here and have less damage on the choke point, but you flank, and you take 2 people off of this, and now this is a 4-person holding that, alright, this is a shit ton less damage. 4 people looking at a choke point rather than 6, if they're dealing, like you're doing a 1v2. You don't even have to kill people. Just the fact that you were there and pulling them off of the point with your presence is super, super important. You have to learn to value this type of strategic win in Overwatch to get better. Right? Because just because you don't feel like you had an effect on combat, and even if people will yell at you, like, oh, you did something, like, I get yelled at about this all the time. I'll flank on Hanamura, and they're like, Chro, you didn't do shit, you flanked, and you did nothing, we came in and we killed them all. It's like, yeah, because I pulled 3 people off the fucking choke point. You took a 5v3, killed them, and then you killed the 3 people killing me. Like, you're welcome. They don't understand that at first, but that's how it works. And the same can be said about Lucio. You are so obsessed with damaging people and getting these boops and killing people that you don't understand the value of doing nothing, right? Of just doing your goddamn job. I've said this for a long time, and I'll say it for the rest of my life. People don't appreciate a simple thing done correctly. They don't. People will never appreciate a simple thing done correctly. Yeah. If you do your job in Overwatch correctly, you neither carry nor get carried, but you just play well. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about this one. This is more of a psychological change than any kind of like actual play. Like I think your mechanics are fine. Sure, you could wall ride more, but you could, whatever. But you have to get this mentality out. That's the big one.